Hello out there and welcome to the table. So today we have a multi-tool and this comes to us from Bibury. This is their 2049. And so the Bibury 2049 right here, this is essentially your analog to what is the Leatherman Surge. So the dimensions of the tool are fairly identical. The tool set is very, very similar. I would say like 98% about the same. But what's interesting about the Bibury here is this one is coming in at 1/3 the price of your Leatherman Surge. So the Surge at this point, Amazon pricing is about 149 bucks, 150 bucks. And our 2049 right here is coming in at $50 Amazon price. And so again, literally 1/3 the price. And what are we getting? What's the difference between the two? And is this going to be worth it for you? So let's check out the tool set on the Bibury BI 2049. So here on the exterior, we do have the exterior tools available. We have our serrated blade right here, and we do have our plain edge blade as well. And so these all do use a liner lock mechanism. So you can see the liner pop into place right there. No play, they are nice and tight, so there's no issues with that straight out of the package. Our blade steel and our tool steel, I imagine for most of these implements on this tool, are going to be a 3CR13 steel. And if you're in the knife world, you know 3CR is not necessarily the highest quality steel. It's used in a lot of inexpensive import knives. And of course, it's not to be any surprise because our multi-tool here, of course, it's made in
China.
And so again, no surprise because again, it's 1/3 of the price of an American-made, Leatherman Surge. But 3CR13, what we can say about it is it's going to be really easy to sharpen and it will take an edge very quickly, even if it doesn't hold the edge very long. It should be able to get you through, a day of work when you're using this tool, using this as a knife. We also, of course, have the scissors right here as well. So very nice functionality with those. So I haven't noticed any issues with them at all. Also using the liner lock mechanism there. And we have the file right here as well. And so the file uses the same system or very similar system to what Leatherman uses. We can pull this open and we can take this tool out and replace it with another. I actually like having the file on hand. That's kind of a very useful thing, at least for my use case scenario. But there are other options, and I'll show you what they included in the box here in just a minute. So we have our 4 exterior tools, seem to be pretty standard, good quality. And opening it up, of course, nice big plier heads here. Replaceable cutters. So in case you damage your cutters, cutting wire or whatnot, you can definitely replace those. Shouldn't be any issue. And what's kind of interesting too, let's go ahead and open up what we have here. And now all these tools, they were included like in the little pockets on the sheath, but I just took everything out of the box to show you. Here are replacement cutters. And they give us a tool so that we can change them out. So we have a little Torx Allen key here. I call it an Allen key, but Torx. So we have a T8 and a T6 Torx bit. And now the T6, interestingly enough, the T6 is what you're going to use to change these out. But I noticed as well that the T6 is a little loose. And I have a T7 right here just on my own. And the T7 kind of fits in there like a glove. So very tight, no play. Whereas the T6 has a little bit, it's kind of loosey-goosey. It's not quite tight. I think it'll work. But if you have a T7 bit, I would recommend you use that to remove these because you don't want those screws to strip out. And worst case scenario, if they ever do, again, the replacement hardware is included. So word of advice, use a T7 Torx bit on these screws if you're going to remove the cutters. The T7 is just a much more snug fit and you're less likely to strip those out. But again, this is a big size multi-tool because again, before I had this, I was completely unfamiliar with the actual size of a Leatherman Surge / BI 2049. But it's a big tool, fills the hands very nicely, good weight to it. And since it's a larger multi-tool, our plier head is not quite as narrow as what I'm used to on these type of multi-tools. So nice, big, thick plier head there. You can see the tightness going through there. There we go. And we'll compare these to some Leathermans I have in just a second. But the action straight out of the package was pretty smooth. Has a nice walk and talk to it. Snaps pretty nicely. Doesn't feel like it's overly difficult to open or close. In terms of that side profile, we can see one side is slightly out of line with the other. So Ideally, it'd look more like that, but straight out of the package, not really a huge deal, but just little things that I notice. And of course, comes with the nylon sheath with the nice plastic clip on there if you are into these things. We also get a lot of bits right here because one of these interior tools we can check out is a bit driver. So there it is. And unlike the Leatherman, these use these double-ended bits with the little ball detent right there. So that way you can swap those out. It includes a bunch of extras. And these are slightly more standardized than the Leatherman style bits, which if you've ever seen those are kind of flattish in profile. And so these are actually, I think Klein Tools, their screwdrivers also use a variant of these. I don't know if they're cross compatible or not, but it reminds me quite a bit if you have like a Klein screwdriver with those double-ended bits. May or may not work with this. So if you know in the comments, drop a line and let me know. But either way, I do appreciate getting a lot of included bits with the tool. And since it's a wider bit, you can see this whole handle is dedicated just to the bit driver. So is what it is. Over here, we get the other accessories and tools. We have the awl, flatheads, the can opener, bottle opener right there as well. And that's kind of lining up most of the functions of this tool. But like I was saying, this is a big multi-tool. So, I mean, let's weigh it because I'm pretty sure it's similar in overall weight to the Surge, Leatherman Surge. So what we have right here, yeah, 12 ounces. So pretty much right in that same ballpark. Definitely a chunker because it's something a little bit more robust than a smaller multi-tool and still has a ton of functionality to it. And so we can put all of these little accessories into the sheath. That's how it came packaged. So we have the extra cutters. We have the screwdrivers, screwdriver bits, the tool. We have some replacement tools for that piece there. So we have the saw attachment right there. And you can see the little keyed end. So we can put a saw on there. And we actually have a scalpel holder as well. So if you need really precise cuts for whatever reason, we have these replaceable scalpel blades that you can use, which are actually pretty darn cool. Super sharp, so be careful with these. And they included a package with an extra one as well. So again, just be super careful with these little scalpel blades. So I'll keep that in there for safekeeping for now. But again, these all go into these little side pouch dealies. And for right now, I'm just keeping it in the box. But those are eventually going to go in my car kit. And I think that's what this is going to be used for. But let's make some comparisons. Now, I don't own a Surge, unfortunately, to show you, but I have some other Leathermans, kind of smaller models, actually. So this one right here, this is the Leatherman Bond. The Leatherman Bond. And so this is a relatively newer Leatherman model as well. Totally different tool set, but just for size comparison sake, we can see those side by side right there. You can definitely see size difference. I also have a Victorinox. This one is, I think, a Spirit. This one I think is pretty discontinued, but they still sell very similar models to this one right here. So the Spirit, again, a little bit smaller in overall size. And I also actually have, what else do I have? I have another Chinese-made tool on the table right here. This one is coming to us from Die Camping. And so this is a brand you see commonly like on AliExpress, but this is their DL1 model. So it has a very similar tool set to the 2049, but it is a smaller package overall. So again, similar exterior tools, similar little bit driver for this one as well, but just in a smaller package. So kind of neat. So it's kind of cool to see what a larger multi-tool looks like and feels like in hand work. And so again, $49.99 on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with Bibury, but I will tell you, they did send this to me. So I was in the market for a multi-tool, and then randomly out of the blue, they shot me an email, asked if I would want to check this out. And of course, heck yeah, the timing was perfect. And so yeah, this is going to go in my car kit, and I think they're offering pretty good value for what we're getting here. So if anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to drop those below. Love to hear your thoughts on the Bibury 2049. I have to remember that number, 2049. Bibury 2049. So tell me what you think about these multi-tools and whether they're a good value or not. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Hope you all have a nice day out there, and I will see you later.